Hi, my name is Ola, and today I'll be doing a little bit of talking head video, just chatting and talking about quite a few things that I've learned over the past few months. And if you don't know, over the past few months, I was part of a sustainability fellowship program in Penang, Malaysia, and I met a couple of some of the nice people I've ever met in my life, and I was able to spend over 2 to 3 months in Penang in Malaysia with about 40 to 50 other students from different countries across, I think 18 different countries. So today I'll be sharing my lessons, what I learned during this time. I was able to navigate different experiences, different group of people, what it felt like, and just everything in general. The first thing I learned obviously was trying to understand and respect people from their own perspective. So we had students from different countries, from different backgrounds, from different everything, and sometimes communicating with them can be a little bit of struggle. But I think one of the major things we were taught during foundation classes was a introduction into the program we're going to. One of the things we're taught is about know when to speak and also know when to listen. So when it becomes hard to kind of communicate with someone because you can't understand their own point of view, the best thing to do at that particular point of time is to shut up and listen, trying to hear what they're saying, trying to understand what they're saying, and try to learn from what they're saying. So it's not good to go all out on trying to share your own culture, but also try to receive other people's culture and try to understand everything. Another thing I think I also learned is asking questions, but asking questions in a very respectful way. I think the world is such a broad place, and it's even broader to me since I've gone through this experience. I think one of the major things is understanding. I know you would like to ask questions, you would like to understand, oh, why is this thing done? For example, I'm someone who asks a lot of questions, who asks a lot of why. Why is this like this? Why is this like that? Why is this like this? Blah, 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 blah. But one thing I've learned is sometimes you can be so drawn into asking why that we kind of lose the respect when we are asking why. That we kind of lose the knowledge and we are just asking why for why's sakes. So when you're trying to ask questions, trying to understand from people's point of view, from their cultural point of view, it is important that you're trying to understand and know you are not just asking to confirm your stereotypes. Because one of the things you also learn is about one stories. There are a lot of stereotypes going around about different countries, about people from Africa, people from Europe, from everywhere. So one of the things that I got to understand and also learn is trying to ask questions, but asking from a place of respect, asking from a place of, okay, I don't understand this, I don't quite get this, but I would like to understand it properly. Could you please explain to me? Not, oh, why do you guys do it like this? It's not a good thing. Like, that's a totally bad aspect of it. One of the major things is trying to understand why, but from a respectful place. Another thing I also learned, which is kind of like a personal journey to me, is having happiness in solitude. I might release a short film about this in the couple of weeks coming, but I'm not so sure. When I say happiness in solitude is many times you can be so drawn to a lot of people that the only time you can become happy is when we are amongst those people, when we are within those people. For example, we had a lot of friends, right? About 45 students to 50 students, and many times you all go out together. But then when we come back home, everyone goes into their room, and then you're kind of drawn back to where you were before. So you're kind of drawn back to your original self because of those people who are not around you. So one of the things I've learned is I try to go out alone many times, especially towards the end of the program. I try to kind of enjoy my own solitude. I try to enjoy me being alone, finding happiness in my own loneliness. It's not a loneliness or finding happiness in being alone. I don't always need to have a group of people around me before I can laugh, before I can make peace with myself. So that's one of the major things I learned. If you're trying to kind of balance your social life, before you can find the will to be happy amongst a good group of people all the time, you also kind of learn how to be happy when you are by yourself, when you are alone, when you have no one else around you. How do you behave? How do you see yourself? Are you someone who is interested in going out alone and just sit down and enjoy your solitude and enjoy your peace of mind, enjoy what you do, enjoy what you like doing without having anyone else around? So that's one of the things that I learned, and it has been really useful for me because I'm able to kind of navigate my life without having others around me, navigate my experiences, do things on my own, and try to kind of balance my social life when people are there and when people are not there. So kind of having a balance of everything. Another thing I also learned, which is super important to me currently at the stage of my life, is that there's a whole world out there. I mean, Penang was so beautiful, like one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to, and I would really love to go back there. Amazing people, amazing food, amazing drinks, amazing views, amazing everything. Going out, traveling, experiencing places with people, without people, can really change your perspective of how the world works, and can let you see the beauty in the world apart from everything going on else in the world, everything else going on. I mean, sometimes the world can be a little bit of a shitty place. So traveling to Penang has kind of exposed my eyes. There's always a good in a bad place, there's always a bad in a good place. So Penang has made me see the world from a positive angle rather from a negative angle. I mean, we are not ignoring the negative angles of the world, but then it's kind of very, very good for you to always see things from a positive angle, especially the first time you experience them. It has changed my world. I really want to see places, I want to enjoy places, I want to go to places, I want to ask questions about places and understand places. So I think that's one very, very important life lesson to have, which kind of builds down to curiosity. It is very, very good to be curious. When you are curious, you have like everything, because you just want to learn everything. You want to know why, basically. But then going back to the first discussion, you want to know why in a very, very respectful manner and in a very, very respectful way.